Hello, everyone. I'm very, very excited to bring this to you today. My name is Medyhne, and I have a channel called Arise Humanity on YouTube. And I'm also an energy healer and a spiritual teacher. And I'm extremely excited to chat with Master Hock today. Master Hock is a master healer and teacher. He's based in Malaysia, and he has profound healing and metaphysical gifts. And you might have seen that a few days ago, on the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022, we put out a call for people to contribute and participate to closing what's called the gates of hell. And I was hoping, that a few people would get on board and participate. And I was really blown away that actually this video pretty much went viral. And every time I looked at it, there's another 1,000 people on board viewing it. And we received so many comments, Hock. It was just beautiful. So many people wanted to be a part of it and to contribute with their beautiful energy and to, make a difference in the world. And I really want to say a big thank you to everybody that saw this video and got on board and contributed and participated. Each and every one of you is so valuable in this process, and we're really, really excited to have had such an amazing response to this video. I posted it like the day before, and I thought, oh, I hope we can get a few people. I think it's up to 32,000 views, and we've had about 368 comments. I couldn't respond to everybody's comments, on my page because there were so many. I did try and respond to as many as I could, but everyone I read, and I really appreciate everyone's comments and everyone participating. There was one family, for example, who got together 40 people, and the 40 people did this process all together. So, and a lot of family members said they did get together and do this. So thank you, everyone. We are so thrilled for this response. And I'm extremely excited to bring the update today about what happened. Master Hock's going to explain in depth and detail all about the whole sort of information around this. And we've had so many calls for people to find out more information about what happened and to have these updates. So I'm very happy to bring them to everyone today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Medyhne, because you did a great job. I was given about less than 24 hours to get people to help out in the ceremony. And I was also, as you, I was hoping some people would join in. And really, thanks to your help and your efforts, Medyhne, it made a huge difference.
Yay! I'm so yay.
Well,
I'm just grateful to the divine for the support with that. Yeah.
Well, my name, I'm Hock, and I'm an energy healer, and I channel the blue energy. And I'm healing people and the planet as well in many projects that I have undertaken before. But this project about closing the gates of hell is my biggest and perhaps very dangerous project. So now I'm going to go into the story behind this project. I think it's essential that people know about the background, because then they will realize how things unfold and how the divine was behind it. Yeah. So let me begin and by saying that it all started more than 6 months, perhaps 8 months ago, when Mary Magdalene of the Bible contacted me and asked me to help her to transmit certain codes to raise the vibration of sacred sites of the world. Because perhaps I have certain abilities, and I said, yeah. Little did I know that when I got into it, I was so surprised because I checked most of the sacred sites in the world and discovered 90% of them were vibrating negatively. I was surprised. And that is the reason why people who go for pilgrimages perhaps couldn't work out their prayers.
I think what's happened too with the cabal, the deep state, or what people call the evildoers, they found all these really energetically magnetized spots, and then they did the reverse with them, and they put their spells and their occult symbology and all that sort of, sacred geometry stuff they used in the reverse in these spots to magnify the negative, and that they found them all, and then they've tried to reverse all the positive energies there.
Exactly. I didn't know that. Anyways, so I spent about more than a month and blessed and raised the vibrations of about 25 sacred sites in the world. It took a lot of energy, my time. I was really pretty exhausted, and a few of my healing clients had to wait for me to be free or recharge. But anyways, some of these sacred sites that I remembered I did was Borobudur, Stonehenge, Uluru, Australia.
Ah, yes.
These are Machu Picchu,
Yeah.
Glass House Mountain, Dragon Cave, Wudang Mountains in China, Mount Makili, Philippines.
Can I just ask, Hock, is that Glasshouse Mountains in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
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 Mount Fuji, Pumapunku, Dendra Temple, Mount Kailash, Mount Shasta, and Haida Gwaii in Canada. These are the few sites. Now, as I said, it took me more than a month, very exhaustive work, but I was checking other areas as well. And then I came to know about, so-called accidentally, about the gates of hell. I stumbled upon it, and then I checked the energy vibration, and I was taken aback. I was surprised, and because while I was calibrating the negativity of the place in Turkmenistan, it ran into thousands of millions, and beyond a few millions, I'm really exhausted, and I can't count to 1 billion.
I know. I remember you said it gave you a headache.
It gave me actually more than a headache, because
yes.
The energy was too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I stopped it, and I was wondering, what can I do to this place, that is vibrating so negative, so strong, and it troubled me. So I knew I can't handle it, and so I contacted a real, what you call, light warrior, Etienne Shalom, and I referred always to him as the monkey god, because in the Journey to the West epic, monkey god Sun Wukong accompanied the monk to try and get the sacred scrolls from India.
Would you like me to share the picture of the Monkey King?
Yes, that's wonderful.
No worries, I'll do that now. So,
yeah.
The Monkey King here.
Yeah, the Monkey King.
Can you see that there?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
Now, of course, this is a movie shot from
Yes.
several Journey to the West movies. So this is to give a little bit of identity to the Monkey King.
Yeah.
And he's also known as Hanuman in the Hindu traditions, you see. So when two different cultures are talking about the same thing, I think you understand the importance of the Monkey King.
Yes.
And so I consulted him and I told him, hey, got a job for you. We got this blah, blah, blah. And he was very busy as usual. And he declined. He said, you know, he's very busy. And he's actually dealing with the universe, the ultraverse, the metaverse, and so on, you know. So so I was disappointed, and I just kept it in my mind. And what can I do without help? Nothing. Later, Medyhne, God must have led me to read in our local paper about the president of Turkmenistan making an announcement in his country to call his scientists and all the organizations in his country to put out the fire that was going on for 51 years.
Wow. Wow.
That was an indication for me. Got to do something. But
Right.
how?
Shall I put the picture up now of the gates of hell so people can see?
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you.
Beautiful. So this is the gates of hell here. And I'm going to put the spelling across as well of Turk. How do we say it? I can't say the word. Turkmenistan?
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So where exactly is Turkmenistan? I might even put a map up as well.
It's just above of Afghanistan.
Right. Near, next to Afghanistan, yeah?
Yeah, next to.
Okay.
You can take this picture down, Medyhne. We don't want it to be put up too long.
No.
Yeah. So when I got that news, and I don't usually read mainstream media. That's the beauty.
Wow, synchronicity. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I said to myself, again, this thing is coming up.
Yes.
And the beautiful part is, I said to myself, Medyhne, that since there's going to be a 3D physical effort to put out those fires, this is the best chance for energy work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I mustn't miss that.
Mm.
But I can't do it on my own. No way. No way. Anyway, then there is another background that I need to put up. Need to mention.
Yes.
So I take you back in about 6 months ago, when I knew Ethan Shalom, Sun Wukong, discovered that many of his clients in energy work, when he brought them up to a better vibration, they fell into a dark pit. And he had to do the process again and again until he really got teased off.
Wow, wow. So it's like a cyclical thing that people will work to get out of. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Etienne decided to find out, and he identified Thoth.
Huh. Now I'll bring his picture up, shall I?
Thank you. At least people will know what we are talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see that?
This is many depictions of him carved in the pyramids, you know, and also in this picture where human body with a head of a bird, a heron.
It's an ibis, is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So
it's interesting because where I've been doing some work, we have ibises that walk past us all the time, and they're considered the scroll keepers, and they walk past when they're making recording things and stuff.
Ah, right. So, anyways, so Sun Wukong, Etienne Chalon is pissed off. He says he's going to get the bottom of this.
Right.
And he discovered that Thoth was causing not trouble not only on planet Earth, but the universe, the multiverse, the ultraverse, the whole cosmos. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had other spiritual healers and teachers talk to me about this as well, and so they've been picking up that. Originally, his energy was pure, and then it got corrupted. And I think they said it was like an AI, artificial intelligence energy as well that corrupted it. But I don't want to interrupt your story, but you know that's what they said. And
collaborates.
And I really like, somebody said to me the other day, they said it's not artificial intelligence, because intelligence has positive connotations, but it's artificial consciousness, which is a different thing. It's a different energy. It doesn't have that connotation. But anyway, sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So we got this guy causing so much trouble in the whole cosmos. And one more fact. Etienne, Monkey King, discovered another fact that got him really, really pissed off. And to my utter, what do you call, amazement, Thoth is responsible for the downfall of Archangel Metatron. Oh, this is huge.
I was just going to say, that's huge. Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is huge because I had connections in a way to Archangel Metatron. And Etienne worked a lot with Archangel Metatron. Metatron now represents the false white light.
Gosh.
So we got this building up, and now we got Monkey King going after Thoth.
Great.
Now, to top it all, remember I mentioned about Mary Magdalene of the Bible. 2 years ago, she told me, Hock, by the way, God is looking for Thoth. So now things are fitting in together nicely.
And can I say as well, Hock, the amazing thing is we've had people that participated in this amazing event that we did, and they also mentioned some of these things that you're talking about, like Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, you know, and their involvement in all this. So we've had, therefore, independent, you know, corroboration of what you're saying, which we will talk about later when we bring in some of the comments.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah.
So now So when I remembered what Mary Magdalene told me, it all ties up. At first, I couldn't understand, because I like Thoth. Hey, one more thing, one more piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
More than 15 years ago, Thoth was trying to recruit me.
Ah, wow.
Wow.
Wow. And the energy is very sort of deceptive, isn't it? And like, it comes in as being presenting as positive in a lot of ways. And it's very hard to navigate those energies because they're very, very deceptive, aren't they?
Master of deception.
Exactly. Mm.
But somehow, I didn't take into it.
Yes. Yes.
Somehow. And I couldn't explain,
Mm.
So there's a little bit of a background. And now, a few more facts. We found, or found out there were three huge negative forces feeding the fires in the gates of hell.
Mm.
All right, one of them is Thoth,
Yeah.
who actually sucks the energy and use it, and the other is is a being called we call the being Eros, E-R-O-S, but it means something else. We just gave it a name. And then there's a third being originated from Earth, no names, but was also helping to feed the fire.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No wonder the negative power behind it was so huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so when Monkey King had been working to first he has to look for Thoth, found Thoth, and then he had to confront and do lots of stuff for months in the background, and started. He told me, Hock, you stay out of this.
Good.
because Thoth is even more powerful than Monkey King.
Right.
And I don't know what happened in between. Perhaps I know, but I'm not too sure. Ethan Shalon managed to confront and started his battle and reducing the power of Thoth.
Right, because it's such a long period of time that he'd been working in this negative way on Earth too. So I guess he'd been building momentum with everything that he was doing, and yeah.
And by the way, it was discovered that Elon Musk is actually, or rather, a Thoth, what you call, is behind the powers of Elon Musk.
Right. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
And just 2-3 days ago, in preparation for our chat, I also discovered Bill Gates as well.
Mm. And isn't that synchronicity, the gates of hell, and the name of
You got it.
There's no accidents, are there? Yeah. I was actually literally wondering about if he was involved with this because of his energy and his impact on the earth and his name as well. So that all ties together. And also you got to look at Elon Musk's, his partner, the Grimes lady. Her energy is very, very sort of dark and gothic, and and that's the energy that he'd been around. Although I think they've broken up now, but yeah, his energy is also quite AI or artificial consciousness as well, which is what Thoth is also involved in as well. Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm aware of certain some people talking about we shouldn't bring down the gates of hell. But I think now, having this background history, they would understand that it is so essential, it's so important.
Yes, I did have a lovely person send a long comment about how they felt the Thoth energy is very positive. And so again, I think it's that aspect of deceptiveness that comes in where it presents one way. And I think originally it was positive, but it just got corrupted. So could you speak to that, please, Hock?
Yeah, I mean, if you recall what I've been giving the background story about three huge negative forces, and one of them being taught behind the feeding and fueling the fires in the gates of hell. So it brings now into perspective why we got to close it.
Yes.
And the very name itself is the gates of hell.
Yes, it all, doesn't it? Maybe
you can't keep.
Maybe that's why the video got so much attention, because it's like, wow, you see that name, and it's like,
I mean, you can't keep the gates of hell open. You got to keep the gates of heaven open.
Exactly.
So, anyways, I think I have answered part of people's query in their minds with this background story. And now the last piece, or almost the last piece of the jigsaw puzzle. So imagine me just waiting what to do alone.
Yes.
And Monkey King is so busy, he's got things to do. Come on, Wow. And then the newspaper report about the president of the country asking his scientists, and then so many events occurred. And finally, I got an urgent call from a friend, another light worker in the UK.
Yeah.
And that was it gives me less than 24 hours, because I received the message almost 12 midnight my time.
Wow.
And I couldn't do anything because I need to get some rest. All right.
Yes.
So I got a call saying that Hock Povey has built a grid of crystals directing the energies to close the gates of hell.
I actually have a picture of the grid here. Shall I share that?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes. I'll just
wonderful.
Bring it up now. Just give me a minute. Well, perhaps keep talking, and I'll just
okay.
Talking.
Yeah. So when I got that news, I hardly could sleep, because now I have a chance to ask for help from people all over the world.
Yes.
All right. So I had to rush back home after work to make that urgent video.
Oh, here is the crystal grid too.
Yeah, that was what we were directing the energies to.
Yes.
And it gathers the energy and it directs back and targeted the target.
Fantastic.
All right, thanks, Medyhne.
Pleasure.
So I rushed back, left work early, got my video made and put it up. And in the meantime, I was so busy, Medyhne. I just said, hang on, I'm busy, gates of hell. And you said, what is going on, Hock?
And also, I mean, it's such a key portal, the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022, incredibly huge opportunity, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah, right at that
moment. I call it divine timing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect timing. 22 February 2022.
Yes. Wow. What an
wow. There's a huge portal open on the 22nd of February. And a lot of fantastic energies coming in. All right.
Yes, and so, I gotta say, my personal number is 222. I get it. That is my number, you know. That's another synchronicity.
So everything's playing up slowly until I got that news, and then I put up the video. But honestly, I have to thank you, Medyhne. Your video that you put up as well, that I sent you the file, did the magic.
Oh, yay! Woohoo! Well, I got to thank everyone that participated. And I guess the divine came through you with the message, and then I was just a conduit for everyone coming in and participating. So I'm so thankful to you and to everyone that participated.
Yes. So before I continue, I would like to take this opportunity to all those who had participated one way or another. All right. And thank you.
Yes.
In our language, terima kasih.
And my language, so now, we love you all. Yeah. Thank you. Hi everyone, Medyhne here. Just a quick message to say that I've been asked to provide a protection package workshop to people, giving them different resources, information, skills and abilities to be able to protect their energetic field and also contribute to protecting the energy around, you know, their communities and their loved ones as well. So if this resonates with you, the workshop is coming up on Monday the 14th of March at 7 p.m. Sydney, Australia time, and places will be limited, so book early. It is 111 Australian dollars, and you'll receive a whole range of resources and information and skills to be able to really be clear in your energetic field at this time as much as possible. So if that resonates, I'd love to see you there. Thank you so much.
So, but Medyhne, before I put up the video, I did something. I got on my knees and I asked permission from heavens. I asked permission from God. Can I do it now? And the answer was yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, there's no words really to say what that truly means. You know, it's just so profound.
Yeah, I know. So once I got a permission from God, heavens, and then the background work I did was I start to call up, not by phone. I started to connect with my guides, with my angels, with the gods that I know, and ask, hey, help me. This is the problem. All right. Are you free on the 22nd of February?
Yeah.
And I first of all, I scanned the heavens to find the most appropriate, angelic being or whatever, and Eastern heavens as well. And the few that I asked for agreed. Wow.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah. Assembling a team, you know, yes, right? And the last thing I did was, Medyhne, was, recently I've been trained or getting training and almost finished my training by Indian shaman, Uma Freddy, taught me a lot. And I managed to use the mesa, and I asked the 4 directions represented by Puma, Hummingbird, the serpent, and one more. And the Hummingbird volunteered. Yeah.
Beautiful.
The Hummingbird volunteered. The Hummingbird represents the rising sun from the east. And when the sun rises, it brings in new cycle, new life.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, fantastic. I might put an image of a hummingbird here as we talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another little piece of the puzzle. I've never seen a hummingbird before in real life. Can you beat that?
I don't think I have either.
Because I stay in an urban area with a small hill and a bit of vegetation, forest, not much, few flowers around. Never seen one. And 3 weeks before, a real hummingbird flew to my balcony and wow.
Wow, what a sign.
And I knew I couldn't move to get my phone so that I can take a shot because it would fly away. So I stayed there and tried to communicate and get the blessings.
Oh, how gorgeous. They're incredible the way they're so stationary and they can just hover in the one spot for so long with so many, flapping their wings. I loved, listening to nature in that way and getting signs from nature right at those key moments. I mean, last night I did a big clearing with something, and then my dog chased a water dragon into our house. And then I looked at the meaning of the water dragon, and it was exactly what we were working on,
Oh, wow.
I know, and we had a big water dragon in our house. So, it's amazing how nature does that. It gives us these amazing signs and information and meanings that we can decipher to help us in our understanding of what's going on in our inner standing. Yeah.
And the last sign I got, Medyhne, apart from the beautiful, rare sighting of a hummingbird, on the morning of the 22nd February, while I was going to my office, I saw something on the road. Now the road is a 6-lane, 3 lanes one side, and 3 lanes, the oncoming side, divided by a divider.
Yeah.
It was in the city, not on the highway.
Yeah,
and
very, very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw something on the road, not moving, and I thought it's a piece of something, wood or something. And while I was approaching it, just a few meters away, it moved, and it was an iguana reptile.
Right.
A huge one.
Right.
All right. And it started to run across me. I swerved my truck a little bit because there were cars beside me.
Yes.
All right. But I ran over it and it was dead.
Oh, that's a huge sign, isn't it?
It was huge. So I felt upset because I never ran over something before.
Oh, you don't live in Australia. You've got kangaroos and all sorts of things coming at you.
I know. Now, when I got to my office, I was a bit upset and I was confused. But deep inside me, I knew the message. Because on the night of the 22nd, when it was 2000 hours, all right, 8 p.m., I will start the ceremony. And in the morning, I killed an iguana, which is a reptile.
Yes.
All right. And reptilian energies, nah, 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 nah.
No, no. So was it symbolic perhaps of the reptilian energies that we're going to be exited through this process, or?
It means we're gonna be successful, Medyhne.
Fantastic. Wow.
That was a huge last moment sign.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, that makes complete sense. And what a great affirmation right at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the pieces of the puzzle had been fitted, and I am sure our viewers would understand the background that leads to it, the reasons, and how divine energy was behind, pushing, making sure everything is in perfect timing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we never would have got 32K views and all those people participating unless there was a huge momentum behind it spiritually through the divine. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So now I finished putting in all the jigsaw puzzles, the background story. One more. I just remembered.
The puzzle. Yes.
This is the last piece of the puzzle.
Great. Yeah.
It goes back to Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have memories of Atlantis, and I knew I failed to stop the rot and the sinking of Atlantis.
My goodness, Atlantis is coming up so much in people's consciousness right now. So many people talk to me about Atlantis right now, and it's really coming up to be healed, all that wounding to be healed.
Yes.
And even yesterday, I was chatting to a lovely friend, and we were talking about Atlantis. Amazing.
Fantastic.
Mm.
So I came back here is to make atonements for what I failed during the Atlantis time, because I knew I was a priest scientist in those times.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know as well, Medyhne, I'm a so-called priest and scientist.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, I guess maybe everyone that participated too on some level was healing elements of that in some way as well, because or many of people might have participated and have come back to heal it now as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I confirmed it when I asked God, is that my role today? And I got a yes. So the last piece of the puzzle there, and I'm happy.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So now we come to the most important part, the answer to the ceremony. It's done by everybody.
And everyone asking, what happened? What happened? Yeah.
You got any questions, Medyhne, before I go to the last part?
No, not really, not really. I just hear the significant wound from my Atlantean timeline, where there was a sonic boom that came through and shattered everything, and shards of glass went everywhere just at the final moment in the Atlantean crystalline destruction. And I had a shard go in the back of my head.
Oh.
It was bothering me in the last few weeks, and I just had a healing where it was taken out and cleared, and it's been fine ever since. But it was a huge healing from that at a cellular, soul level of that lifetime. So yeah, very interesting. A lot of people might be feeling these Atlantean things coming up to be healed now. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So what is the answer?
Yes.
Now let's go back to the ceremony that I performed, and I did the candle exactly at 2000 hours on the 22nd of February, and I studied the flame. And of course, at the same time, I was concentrating on calling, all the connections I made, and to call them in to help out. Now the flame was just an ordinary candle flame, and then halfway it dimmed and dimmed, and then towards the end, it became huge again.
Wow.
And when it was time for me to blow out in one breath, I just blew it out. Okay. Now, actually, during the process, the whole 22 minutes, I was split into two thinking. One is to call my guides, all the gods, and one is to track the energy of the gates of hell.
Yeah.
So when I was tracking, and I asked God, when will we be able to close the gates? You know what the answer I got?
What?
12 months.
Right.
Oh no. So I said, this cannot be, you know, this shouldn't be. It gotta be. But then God said it was 51 years, you know, it kept on going.
Yeah.
So I said, no, 12 months, all right, but we gotta get it out. And I pleaded and I did all I could. And then I tracked the energy, 11 months to close. 8 months to close. Oh, come on!
Oh,
Come on!
going in the right direction.
Yeah!
Oh.
6 months to close.
Oh, wow.
And before I blew out the candle, it was down to 1 month to close.
Do you think this was partially because of the collective energies that were participating with this, that it was diminishing? Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
But before I blew up the candle, it was 12 months. I mean, 1 month, 1 month.
Oh, 1 month, yeah.
1 month. I got it down to 1 month.
Great.
Then I was exhausted.
Yes.
All right. And I left it at that. I mean, you know, you bargain from 1 year down to 1 month. I think that's a pretty good bargain.
It's fantastic. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
Besides, it has been going on for 51 years. All right.
Yes.
But then Medyhne, in the background, the Monkey King is up to his tricks.
Shall I put him back on the screen?
Yeah.
Right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Here he is. He says it all in his face here, doesn't he?
Tricky and mischievous. And I tell you, not easy.
Yeah.
Now, in the 2 days after the 22nd, he kept it on his own, destroying the structures that were supporting the gates of hell.
Yeah.
All right. And when he told me at the last moment, I said, I got to join in the fun. And added a little bit on my stuff. And yes, today is Sunday, right?
Yes. Yes.
On Saturday, I needed a confirmation. In fact, I've already asked God.
And that's why we waited, because I had a lot of people asking me, but we had to wait till you had that clarity and a full, you know, information to give people before we could put this update out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've also asked God, did we manage to close the gates of hell? Big yeah!
Brilliant. Absolutely. We got that confirmation from a lot of people too, that felt those energies, you know, happening, you know, as well. So that is just, yeah, no words. Fantastic.
No words. And also I was waiting for Monkey King's viewpoint.
Yes.
He confirmed it.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Incredible. So when the gates of hell closed, I had an image someone sent to me of what they felt happened, where it sort of went like it froze over or went blue. Can I show you this image that they sent to me of what they thought happened to it? So this was the image. Can you see that? Where it actually went. Isn't that interesting? So how do you see that did it close up, or is it freeze over? How do you see it actually happened?
One thing's for sure, there's no more energy coming out from there.
Wow, fantastic.
No more. Now, just hang on. If people are going to wait for mainstream media to report it, I don't think they will ever will.
No.
Because the emphasis now is on the Ukraine war.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So even if it is reported in mainstream, it will be a very small column. Nobody's going to see it or be interested in it.
And, and of course, we know the mainstream media are puppets of the nefarious. And so they're not going to be highlighting or promoting the fact that this amazing event has happened for humanity and for the light and for the ascension of the planet.
Yeah, but we energy workers can detect and we can confirm it ourselves. All right.
Remote viewing or just going and looking. Yep, absolutely.
Yep. So since we were touching on the Ukraine war, my opinion is that it's going to be a very, very, very short one. That's all I got. Yes,
because to me, the whole structure is taking down the deep state of what they're doing there, and it's very positive for the light, for the alliance, and all that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing.
Not to diminish if there are any deaths, because of course we have great compassion for that as well. But just saying,
One little more bonus information.
Oh, lovely. We love it. Lapping it up here.
Before I was concentrating on the gates of hell, actually, I work on the corruption matrix of my country. And work on my own. I call in my special allies. And one of them is to help me in the destruction of the corruption matrix, which is, another huge
endeavor.
I gave you a photo of Quan Kong.
Right. I'll bring that up now. Yes. Yes. I've never heard of him before.
Yeah.
There he is.
Quan Kong was a general in the legend of the Three Kingdoms. During the time of the Three Kingdoms, it is said that he's about 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
And the weapon he carries is so heavy, no ordinary man at that time could carry it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So Quan Kong is also always for justice.
Wonderful.
So that's why I called him in, and he agreed. I've never called him in before. So when I was working on the breaking the corruption matrix, I have put up one prayer that let the repercussions be felt and spread to the rest of the world.
Beautiful.
All right. So I'm seeing things happening.
And I mentioned too that my soul's here to work on the justice on the planet as well. That's one of my soul missions.
Wow.
Justice, yeah.
Right. So that's the latest updates. What's happening, Medyhne?
Oh wow, that's amazing. So we can confirm that they have been closed now, and you didn't have to wait. You didn't have to wait a month. They were closed, and that, of course, has repercussions energetically in such profound ways for the planet, that energy is now no longer contributing in a nefarious way to the energy on the planet.
And it's important to keep this in mind without doubt. All right.
Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand?
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
wow, that's incredible. So I would love now to share just on behalf of some of the wonderful people that contributed to this, just some of the comments that came through. So, for example, one lady called Trish, I won't say people's full name, but I'll just say her first name, shared her experience. She said, at the gates of hell, they were locked, closed, sealed. They stood a very powerful, strong, masculine male holding a staff. He was such a strong warrior. That could be Quan Kong there that you were talking about. And that's what she's describing. Besides him was a female with a gold crown with gold veils streaming behind like a cloud. They were Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. Archangel Michael with his dark blue ray of light cooled the fires of hell, and as it did, it froze. That was her comment. How incredible is that? And then I shared that with another deeply intuitive, spiritually connected friend. And she said, yes, I got this impression of them also standing there, so I can confirm also. I asked Mary to deal with the pit of hell with the blue ray working from underneath and Yeshua from the surface. The details of the staff, crowns and veil I didn't pick up, but I can view the rest from my perspective. So that's what she was picking up. So this is just some of the incredible feedback. There was another lady who saw, she picked out cards afterwards, beautiful lady called Donna, and she also could see, I'm going to share the screen now with these cards that she picked up. Can you see those cards there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those were the cards that she picked up. And then she described what she saw when she picked up those cards. And what she saw was, and I'll just read it to you. The gates were closed, and I got through the tarot these three cards. They were Vishnu, Krishna, and Rama, to deal with the hell, the gates of hell, and the lower chakras. And so she felt that this was a very clear indication that the gates were being closed. Very beautiful. And, you know, we got more as well from different people that contributed. There was one lady shared with us that she said, Therese, that another beautiful lady, it was quite extraordinary, this meditation, this experience, beautiful, unified, amazing oneness with everyone. At one point, she felt, she described an experience she'd had where she'd felt a death in the past, and she could feel the death of this aspect within her, which was, it's like the closing of a powerful dark energy, she talked about. And that was also a death within her. So it sort of talks about how within yourself, you're also closing those shadow dark aspects of self within ourselves at the same time that we're doing it on the external, which is, you know, on Mother Earth. And so we're raising our consciousness, we're healing those aspects within ourselves at the same time that we're healing this external representation of what is the collective consciousness as well.
Wow. Thanks for the feedback, because I didn't know we had so much of a positive feedbacks myself, and it's a feeling. I'm so happy.
Yeah, me too, me too. I mean, you know, these things are just so crucial to be doing. I mean, this at this particular moment in time, it's such an intense time on the planet. There's so much happening, and to know that we are making this progress for the light is what everyone would like to hear at the moment, and wants to know, you know, at that deep level, that just nobody out there give up hope. Nobody feel like, you know, we're losing. These sorts of developments are just beyond powerful, beyond profound, so that we know that we are making that progress toward the ascension that we all want to see happening. So people dearly crave that information at the moment, I think.
Okay, I got two messages.
Okay.
Number one, if the wonderful people are still keeping the candle they use on the 22nd, please throw it away. It must never be lit again.
Okay.
Number two, please, from now onwards, no more mentioning of that name.
Yes, the G of H. Yeah.
Yes.
No more mentioning. Okay.
It's finished. It's done with.
Yes.
All right. Don't even mention.
No. Deleted from our consciousness. It does not exist.
Wow. Good.
Wow, that is so amazing. Well, again, I just want to say the biggest thank you for everything that you're doing, Master Hock, on the planet. You know, your contribution is beyond, you know, what we can probably even conceptualize, and just want to say thank you for so deeply for everything, and thank you again to everyone that participated. Are there any final words that you'd like to share before we finish today?
Just a big thank you to everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
And thanks to the heavens, thanks to the gods who helped, to the archangels.
Said that my light flickered. It's okay. I could just, this light flicked over. Thank you. We got that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful.
So I need to leave now, Medyhne. Catch you later.
Beautiful. Thank you, Hock. It was so wonderful to chat with you, and you know, I hope to chat again very soon. And so much love to everyone out there. Keep the faith. Stay strong. We've done this already, and we can do this. Yeah.
Just everybody, just take 3 breaths, and we are finished. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Namaste. So much love. Bye.